What's up everyone, this is Saiyan 91 back for the finale of Let's Play Kirby's Dreamland 2. The last part we cleared out all the stages, and this time we're gonna beat all the bosses in the last three areas, or the last three bosses. Whatever, let's get this over with. Yeah, and there's really no point to this area, we could just went straight to the boss. But as you might have expected, it's King Dedede as the so-called final boss. He pretty much is the final boss if you didn't collect all the rainbow drops. So, get away from me, pedo penguin. And as you may have expected, his moves are pretty much the same from Kirby's Adventure. Uses the hammer. I believe, I think he only does like one other different move, and that's the freak out. As you can see right now, he seems to be sleeping. But when he wakes up, he's not a kind penguin. So I really don't understand this part of this. I guess he just gets pissed that Kirby woke him up or something along those lines. But when he does rage out, he does become a bit more powerful and a bit more aggressive, and he starts going into it a hell of a lot more often. Damn, missed my chance. Facing the wrong damn way. How could I not inhale that? But if you don't have a power, then you're in for the time of your life here. Because he does not fuck around. So a good power to choose would probably be fire. Because of the invincibility that you can get from it. So if I fail this, I'm just going to come back with fire. Oh god, he's raging again. Rage against the machine! Shit. Get away! Get away! Jesus, he is mad as hell and he's not gonna take it. And I hate when he throws his hammer or when he does that explosive move, so... yeah, I'm just gonna come back with fire, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, now I'm back and I'm ready to rock and roll. Got my fire ability, and now I can just go right through him. This in fact makes him a pretty damn easy final boss. Even though the fire itself doesn't do all that much damage, it's more about the invincibility that comes with it. So if you guys want to challenge yourself, you can go right ahead and try using stars on him like I tried to do it. But we all know how that worked out. And also, going through him, most of the time allows his attacks to miss. The fire ability is very handy, especially when he rages out. Because he's going to be going faster, and of course the invincibility. Really? I don't really understand the whole raging out thing. Or how he can be asleep and still fighting. I just don't really understand it. But it's Japan, so that's normal. I don't know how often he rages or what the real trigger is for him raging. But he does it a hell of a lot more often when his health gets low. Oh god, you prick. No, you're not getting rid of my fire. You are not getting rid of my fire abilities. F you, sir! I don't really understand, like, what the hell Dedede is doing. Because, well, I believe that will be told to us once we defeat him. Because it's obviously not him doing it. Come on. I wish this thing was stronger. Oh god. Yeah, he does a hell of a lot more now, since he's almost near death. Or rather, he is near death. Just don't get sucked up by him, whatever you do. And always try to go behind him and not really under him, since he always does that pile driving move. Essentially, going in front of him is a death sentence. Alright, a few more attacks and he should be done for. Boom! That's one defeated penguin. Unleash the rainbow drops! Kirby has claimed the rainbow sword. What is this? It seems that an entity had taken over King Dedede, and we must defeat it. This is Dark Matter, and this is round 1 of Dark Matter. Basically what you want to do with Dark Matter is repel his blast back towards him. Yes, even though you have a sword now, it's actually best to reflect his attacks, since the sword itself is not all that strong. I do kind of like Dark Matter's first form here. It makes him look very, very distinguished. But later on in the fight, he becomes very annoying, because he starts shooting lasers. Be very careful when he does that dash move. And as you can see, the shots that you reflect back will go in 3 directions. Thanks, jackass. So it's sometimes best to get in the middle of the screen, but not always. Especially when he starts dashing or using the lasers. And that has to be his most annoying move, because you cannot reflect them. If you can get 2 or all the blasts to hit him, then it will do a ton of damage to him. But getting him to do that is far from easy. Most of the time you have to get right up in his face in order to hit him with all of them. Quit ramming me, you dick! Okay, that sounds good. But if you stay near the top or the bottom of the screen when he does the sword lasers, then you should be perfectly fine. But when he does the dashes, or just floats right into you, you're not. Oh, come on. Dick. No! Stop with the fucking sword lasers! And I don't think he has any pattern to doing the sword lasers, it's completely random. Fuck you, sir. You can kind of see when he's going to charge when he shakes his body a little bit. But other than that, he does it by complete randomness. And I don't think I'm going to win this fight. For obvious reasons. Fuck you, sir! Wrong way! Yeah, the Rainbow Sword itself doesn't even do 1 bar of health worth of damage. I'd say it does like a third. But that's the end of Dark Matter Phase 1! And next we have Dark Matter Phase 2. Basically, for that attack, you wanna send these little crystals back into his face. But I can guarantee that I'm not gonna win this part. Oh god. Fuck. I knew it! And unfortunately, it starts the entire fight over again. So be prepared to see a lot of redos. Unless I get suddenly a hell of a lot better at this. So yeah, I think getting close to him when he's firing his blast is kind of helpful and kind of suicide at the same time. Because it's essentially the best way to hit him. But you're right in, you know, striking range, so that's not always the best idea. Boom! Cheap bitch! It'd be a hell of a lot better if you could actually, you know, return the sword beams. But no! Hell decides to be a dick. Surprised I'm getting... Alright, pick a side, jackass. Surprised hell allows you to even hit him with the damn thing, considering it doesn't do very much. And yes, his movements are very erratic. How the hell did I dodge that? Whatever. Seems to be always that fucking spot that he gets me in. Wreck. Come on. Oh god. Get away. I don't actually know too much about dark matter. It's just that this is like the second game I've played that has him in it. The first one I played was actually Kirby's Crystal Shards on Kirby 64. So this is pretty much his first form, if you will. The window to hit him with this is actually kind of small, so be sure to get it when most of those little pellets get right next to him. Pretty much that's a complete 360 with that black laser attack. And it's never fun. And there's his torpedo attack, which he goes for all three areas. They're all low areas. And then there's the black lightning, which he goes from side to side. Come on. Let's go. Seems to be doing a hell of a lot better on this form. For the most part, you want to be behind him when he does the black lightning, because that makes it a hell of a lot easier to dodge. So just go a little bit under him and then start slashing at him with your sword. And then he starts doing that again. But it's pretty predictable. Come on, bring out your little goonies again. Fuck you, dark matter! And that's the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. I'm actually surprised they only took me 2 tries. Holy crap. But with that, peace is returned to Dreamland once again. And again, Kirby is the hero. And this wouldn't be the last time we see of his animal friends. We'll actually see them, I believe, technically 2 more times. One of them was a cameo, of course, and that was in Kirby 64. But they will return on the Super Nintendo game, Kirby's Dreamland 3. But yeah, that's Kirby's Dreamland 2. And it's quite an enjoyable game. It pretty much brings Kirby back to his roots. Even though his roots were, of course, a bit more, you know, condensed than in Kirby's Adventure. This game brings a good new adventure and allows you to save your goddamn game again. So that's always good. And it's always good to see new power-ups and new abilities that you can get. And I think that's the biggest fascination with me in the Kirby series. Seeing all the powers he can get and what he can do. With that, that's going to be the end, so I'll see you guys for the next LP. Goodbye.